You're probably wondering how in the world did I end up here? Well, it's a long story, but a good one. I've always wanted to do global service. In fact, for as long as I can remember, my goal has been to become a mission doctor. The more I looked and dove into public health and global service and what that looked like, the more I became interested in building wells, making sure that children had the resources they needed to succeed across the globe, making sure that people had food and clean water. Those are the things that make my heart come alive. But how did all this start? It goes all the way back to 2017, when I first stepped off a plane by myself into the dense mountains of Tanzania. I was hit with a wave of humid air, jolted out of my Western comfort zone, and right into my life's purpose. For 3 months, I volunteered, and that snapshot showed me what I hoped to become my life story and my life's work. Did you know that 23,900 deaths per year for children 5 and under in Tanzania are from waterborne diseases alone? I'm not okay with that number. Are you? We chose to do this project in Monduli, in a Maasai village, about 2 hours outside of Arusha. There had been a study done in a nearby village called Babati Town, and it found that about 86% of the population reported not treating their water, and 86% of the water samples tested were contaminated, with 85% fecal matter and 70% salmonella. Not only that, they found high concentrations of fluoride in the drinking and cooking water, and that can cause severe problems, one of which is the breakdown of tooth enamel. So we had to find a solution for this, and the first thing I thought of was rainwater collection tanks. Well, actually that wasn't the first thing. Building a well was the first idea. However, in this area, there's actually no underground water aquifer source. And so we built a rainwater collection tank, a huge one in fact, that can hold 100,000 liters of clean rainwater. We partnered with LifeStraw, and they have a product where each individual can have a straw that will last up to 1,000 gallons of water. That can last someone 5 years. And not only that, it filters 99.99% of bacteria, parasites, microplastics, dirt, sand, and cloudiness. So then there was just one more part of the problem to tackle. In doing research, we found that actually providing a clean water source doesn't always eliminate or reduce the number of waterborne illnesses or deaths in an area. Why would that be? Well, it's actually because if people are collecting clean water in contaminated containers, it negates the whole solution. So we provided reusable individual bottles that will be routinely sanitized for cleaner, safer water consumption. Good for the planet and the child. Because when I hear about numbers such as 23,000 children under the age of 5 dying per year just because of lack of clean water, I'm not okay with that. Are you? For many areas of Tanzania, the idea of a library is a luxury. In this village, where even finding fresh water is a challenge, you definitely won't find storybooks at home. But these children love to learn and come to school so excited every day. But there are no storybooks with which they can get lost in their imagination and enter another world. There are no tutoring books to help them master a difficult subject. In this setting, with minimal access to technology, books are a great way to expand their horizons. Some of the children do not go to school, instead following the traditional Maasai way of life, tending to livestock. But what if we had a place for them to go at the end of their day where they could learn? From Hearts to Hands' upcoming project is to construct a children's library in this very village. The goal is to stock it with as many books as possible, and that's where the Florida Adventure Club can come in. While we hope to do book drives to get English books, it's vital that these kids are able to read storybooks in their own language about their own culture. And there are many Swahili books available for purchase. Also, we plan to get Christian books with stories about Jesus so they can learn more about him too. What a beautiful witnessing opportunity. Every child deserves the chance to get lost in a good book. And you can help provide them this opportunity. Thank you so much for partnering with From Hearts to Hands. One question that I'd love to leave you with that I try to live my life by is, what is the wrong you were born to right? And I hope this is a question that you can kind of ponder over for the rest of your life. And as a collective, I think this library project is a great place to start with answering that.